Hello student, very good morning to all of you. How are you? I hope you all are happy, healthy and fine at home. Do you remember what were we discussing yesterday? I think we were discussing about the method for the synthesis of glycosidic bond or the formation of the glycosidic bond, how the glycosidic bonds are formed, what type of the linkages, and we have considered what do you mean by the what we can call it as the glycosidic donor acceptor concept that we have discussed with the help of some of the example. There we have considered as a scheme number 1. There we have taken as a general cyclic ring of that glucose, and at anomeric carbon atom, how that anomeric carbon in a basic condition, how it get converted into as a alkoxide type and it becomes as a donor, and another glucose, another monosaccharide unit combined together, it can act as a acceptor, and by using one of the reagent, that is what we can call it as a trichloroacetamate, so that is Cl3F C double bond NHO minus, that is called as a trichloroacetamide, and how it can be act as a donor, and it we will get the high yielding product as well as more anomeric control reaction. Selectivity is a greater. Suppose in case of the other form of the donor, there is a possibility of getting the mixture alpha and beta O glycosidic formation, but in such cases there is a what we can call it as a greater selectivity is occur, and that's why we have discussed in detail by using as a various catalysts such as DBU, or what we can call DBU, or some other MTB, MTBD, that kind of the reagent catalyst is used to increase the selectivity as well as anomeric control reaction is occur, and some other by using some other suitable reagent, that kind of the reaction are still under investigation, because whatever studied so far, this is I already explained yesterday how this subject has in upcoming days, how it will be challenging for the new researchers or those willing to become those are interested in this field. They can have a better opportunity for this, and therefore to study such type of the subject is very useful. Once you find the interest in that, you can able to understand the subject in the better way. So what we are going to discuss today we are going to discuss, because we are discussing the synthesis of glycosides, in that glycosides, so synthesis of oligosaccharides are such as beta glucosides, beta galactosides and alpha ramonosides, how it is formed, because what are the reagent reaction condition, and I already told you that the product, these reaction are high yielding. Let us see over here 1,2 transglycosides. 1,2 transglycosides, for example, beta glucosides, beta galactoside, beta xylosides, alpha manosides, alpha raminosides, etc. are usually prepared with glycosylyl donors. Glycosylyl donors, it is one of the concept we are using here. We are using this approach over here, that is a donor containing participation neighboring group. Means a neighboring group participation, NGP, you might be knowing that, or participating neighboring group, that is for example acetyl, benzoyl, pyrolyl, etc. at 2OH. 2OH means here the hydroxyl group at 2 position. 1 position is called as a anomeric carbon atom and 2 position, that is a OH. And some example for gal B, gal or gal beta, gal N and L Ra alpha, gal C are shown in the scheme number 2, and that scheme number 2 we will discuss shortly. Before that, we are discussing the description regarding that. Instead of the methyl glycosides of azidogalactose, the corresponding glycosyl fluoride has also been used as a acceptor, because we are learning here donor and the acceptor concept. Which species are act as an acceptor, which species act as a donor. It is essential for the formation of the glycosidic linkage or the formation of the glycosidic bond. So in general glycosylation yields are high irrespective of the anomeric configuration of the trichloroacetamide, and only one anomer is obtained occasionally when glycosyl acceptor with more than one free OH group are used. High regioselective, this is the term generally used in the stereochemistry. Regioselective means what? The reagent attack at a particular region, and then we will get the formation of the product, and that type of the stereochemistry is known as regioselective. For example, if you remember the Wittig reagent is a stereoselective reaction, because at a particular region that carbonyl group get converted into as a hydrocarbon. For example, consider the cyclohexanone. So here in cyclohexane, there the carbonyl group is a functional group. When it is treated with a Wittig reagent, it converted into as a outside carbon-carbon double bond is a very what we can call it as a regioselective, means at particular region, at specific region, that outside carbon-carbon double bond is introduced. So that type of the reaction is generally termed as a regioselective reaction, and is obtained because of the different reactivity of the OH group, because there are the number of hydroxy groups are there, and therefore they are having a different reactivity, and therefore to study the reactivity of that particular hydroxy group, the one present at anomeric carbon atom, rest of that present in that ring. So to study the selectivity and the reactivity, it is a very important as far as this donor acceptor concept is concerned. Occasionally, I already told you that occasionally when glycosyl acceptor with more than one free OH group are used, high regioselectivity is obtained because of the different reactivity of the OH group. And it was found that trichloroacetamates donor, you might be knowing trichloroacetamate CS3C, then CS3C, then here C double bond NH and O minus. This is called as a trichloroacetamate. Trichloroacetamate, it is a very good act as a donor, and it was found that trichloroacetamate donor are especially appropriate for deactivated fluorine containing donor, in contrast to the other glycosyl donor, that is a thioglycosides. And thioglycoside, it is also one of the donor that we will study in the next for the deactivation of that anomeric hydrocarbon, and the reactivity or the selectivity is greater in percentage that we will see shortly. A highly convergent synthesis method has been devoted for the synthesis of cello, octose and other cello oligosaccharides via di and tetrasaccharides, which can be converted either into glycosyl donors by dealkylation and transformation into the trichloroacetamates, or into acceptor by deacetylation. That is that type of the reaction are shown in the scheme number 3. The use of paramethoxybenzyl groups PMB instead of acetyl group was less successful. The combination of acetyl pyoyl and benzyl group lead to the proper balance between stability and the reactivity of trichloroacetamates as donors and the acceptor substances. High yield were achieved by using a specially developed high vacuum system for glycosylation under anhydrous condition. Trichloroacetamidates have also been used for the glycosylation of more complex carbohydrate acceptor, that is shown in the scheme number 4. Gal B, Gal N and other disaccharide were synthesized and converted into fluorescein labeled acceptors, which are used for silyl transferase arrays. Glucosyl diogenine has been used as a carbohydrate acceptor for further glycylation with various trichloroacetamates, that is the scheme number 4, which is shown in the scheme number 4. All glycosides were obtained in high yield and high stereoselectivity because of particular participating neighbor group or the neighboring group participate NGP neighboring group participation at 2OH in the synthesis of diosine, polyphenylene D or balanetine 7 and gracilin. These are the examples. So let us see here trichloroacetamate, how they can be formed over here. So as we know that here the scheme number second I am going to represent over here. Let me clean this board over here, and so that we can understood the how the reactions are taking place, and there are very what we can call it as a big molecules. But let's see simply how we can draw this. Let us see here oxygen atom, then we can draw, this is the ring. Actually we can show thick line means it is above the plane, so we can write the on axial position O B Z benzyl group attached over there, and at this position also O B Z, but at anomeric here at axial position there is a trichloroacetamate group is present over there, double bond NH and then CCl3. So that is a trichloroacetane, and here OBZ, and here you can write as a OBZ. So this is a one of the structure, that is a trichloroacetamates, how they can react with another molecule. Another molecule will be written or represented like this. This is a shear form of that glucose unit, that is a methyl glycosides is represented over here, and this OBZ. Then at this axial position there will be the hydroxy group, and here equatorial position also hydroxyl groups present, and here is a protected hydroxyl group is shown over here. And now this compound when treated with TMSO, TF, that is a trimethylsilyl trifluoromethane sulfonate, or in short we can call it trimethylsilyl triflate. Trimethylsilyl triflate, it is a better way to pronounce it. And here we are using as a solvent generally employed in this reaction is a CH2Cl2 dichloromethane, and temperature is always kept very low, that is a 0 degree centigrade, and they had got the yield of this reaction is near about 73% yield, not 70, 75% yield had obtained, and the product will be like this. So let us see to draw that structure. In oxygen atom over here, this one O, we can draw this structure this way, and rest of the thing only this group get react like this, getting reacted with this. So O added like this, not I think OH over there, and something like this, and that get eliminated NH2, that is a secondary amine type of the group, but only remember the bond is formed between this oxygen and this oxygen, and now here is a CH3CH2, that type of the group. This is the electron donor, and this is the electron, this is the electron donor, and this is the electron, one is the electron acceptor, and the reaction takes place, we are getting this one. Here we can write OBZ as it is. Let us see here OBZ benzyl group as it is, equatorial position OBZ as it is, and here it is rightly mentioned over here OBZ, and this side here hydroxy group it remains as it is, another one this one OBZ, and here OCH3 it remains as it is, as well as OBZ. This is the ring which is above the plane, and that's why it is shown by the thick line, whereas this one we can show like this way, and this is nothing but as a in short we can call it as a galactose B. So this is the structure of galactose B, is represented very systematically over here. Now second example of this type, gal B, gal N. So how it is shown over here? Again, let's see, same structure we can draw over here. The structure is like this again. Once again oxygen atom over here, and here this group remains as it is, then double bond NH, then Cl3, and now instead of that benzyl, here we can use as a acetyl group, here OAC, and that OAC again at axial position it is over there, and OAC. This is one of the trichloro acetamate duo, and then another structure will be this one. So this is a structure where we can show this type of the structure. Again here we can show this structure, then this structure, oxygen, this structure, and we can write it. There is a pH, that is a benzaldehyde can be used to protect this, and hydroxy group which is free at this position, and there will be a here N3 azide group is present at equatorial position, and whereas O3, and rest of the thing only this molecule we have changed, and here instead of benzyl we use here acetyl group as a protecting group, and now this two compound treated with the same reagent, that is a trimethyl silyl trifluorate. So and the solvent is used as a CH2Cl2 dichloromethane at minus 18 degrees centigrade, and what they found, they got more than 90% yield was obtained by this, and the compound which we are going to get over here, the very similar one. So here we can draw the structure as it is like this, then this is oxygen atom, same thing, the getting over there, same reaction carried out, and we are getting rest of the thing OCS3, here N3, then here this group is as it is O, then O, we can use this one, and the phenyl group as it is. This side there will be here OAC, here OAC, here also as OAC, and here you can write as OAC like this, and the name of this compound will be gal B, gal N, gal beta and gal N. N means that azide group is there, and therefore we can write there as a N3, that is azide group still remain there, and therefore gal N. So that is a representation of this scheme, very systematic way we can draw. These are the structure, and it is having very interesting for the synthetic or research point of view is concerned. Now the third one we can show over here. The third one, which is over here, what we can show over here is a very similar one. So let's see the third structure will be this one. Third structure we can draw over here. What is that? Structure will be this. Let me clean the board first and we will draw the remaining reaction. Two reactions just now we have seen over here, how they can be represented in a systematic manner that we have seen just now. So let's see the another two more reaction, how we can represent those two reaction. Another one is this one. So let us see here, oxygen atom, and now this ring is like this. So here O, then there will be double bond NH, then CCl3, that is a trichloroacetamate, that is written like this. Here OAC at this position. So here again OAC, here we can write here OAC, and here is a one methyl type of the bond are shown. And now this will be treated with the compound like this one. So chair form you have to draw always. Then O, Al, O, all, then here OAC at this position, and then here you can write OAC, another OAC, here also OAC. These are the structure we have drawn over here. Not over here is a OH only, and after that, so what do you get over here? You are going to only one hydroxy group. So combination of this and this molecule together with the reagent used here is a trifluoroborane etherate, OET twice, borane etherate, trifluoroborane etherate. Solvent is used over there, and in presence of CH2Cl2, and the temperature is kept near about 20 degrees centigrade, and they have got the yield of is more than 95% yield is obtained. So in this reaction and the product, this one is we can show right there like this. This is a product which we can show over here. Here this one, and now other thing OAC, then here OAC, then OAC, and this is written as it is. Now here this bond is going to form over there, this one, and we can write this compound as it is here, oxygen atom like this, two position, then here OAl, all is shown over here as it is, then OH is joined over there, then OAC, here also is OAC, and here you can write OAC. This is the structure we have got, and that is a reaction takes place over there. Now the next reaction will be shown over here. Same reaction again, shear form of that we can draw like this. Then here will be, here is R at which is present at axial position, and then O acetyl group as it is. Then here will be O, then double bond NH, then CCl3, that is a trichloroacetyl acetamidate is taken, and then here OAC, here also the OAC which is as it is. Then here R may be taken as a OAC as O acetyl group, or you can take hydrogen or F. These are the various form, and then it will be treated with this reagent. The reagent will be this one, the another molecule. They combine together this one. This is a compound we have taken over here, and here OBN, then at equatorial position hydroxy group, here HO, then here OBN benzyl group, I think BZ group, BZ group, not the BN, BZ group, benzyl group. Then here the NPHT, this type of the group, and it will be here we can draw this. Then this group we can draw like this. Then here O C8H17, this is a group attached over there, and then here is again OBZ, then OBZ. Here we can write as a, not, here is a, yes, OBZ, and here also as a OBZ. This is a compound, and this compound again treated with the same reagent, that is a T-trimethyl OTF in presence of CH2Cl2 dichloromethane, and it will be heated at kept at 0 degree centigrade, and the yield they have got is a 93%, and the product is obtained is this one. So we can draw this structure as it is. Then this will be reacted with that, and we are going to get here this one like this, and this will be joined here, oxygen atom like this. So this way connectivity is shown over there, and here this one remains as it is, R, then OAC, then here is a OAC, then here OAC, and remaining part at this it remains OBZ, and here we can write OBZ. Here we can write NTPH, here OAC at this position, OAC BZ, here O BZ, and this here again O C8 H17. This is the structure we have drawn over here. So I think with this we have seen as a scheme. This is scheme number second. Scheme number second we have seen over here, and the remaining we will see in the next lecture. Thank you. Have a nice day.